Hey everyone, uh, hope all of you are doing well and staying safe and healthy. Um, so today I wanted to make noodles. Uh, so I'm going to prepare noodles and then uh, how to make noodles at home and then go about cooking it. So here goes. I'm going to make it with wheat flour. You can add suji to it as well or rice flour. Uh, I'm just taking plain atta, that is wheat flour. So first thing you need to do is add salt to taste. Okay. Please ensure that your hands are clean. It's a conclusion I don't need to mention during these COVID times. So ensure once the salt is there, mix it well. What we usually do is we put water in it and then we add salt to it. Uh, with that, sometimes the salt may not mix completely, fully. So it's best to add salt in the very beginning and then mix it thoroughly. Okay, once that is done, you will need to add water. Just add enough water so that little balls are formed. Uh, we can add water later when we are going to knead it. N E KNEAD, knead it, knead it into dough. So keep on doing this. Ensure that the water mixes properly. So now you see there is not enough water, so I'll add a little more. Yes, so now balls are forming. I may need to add a little bit more water, but let's see. We are doing this with a spoon instead of the hand, because what we need to do is get rid of all the uh, dry flour. So each of them, the entire flour is constructed or kneaded into uh, small balls of water retentive dough. So that is what we need to do before we start kneading it. This way, if you use a spoon, it will prevent the dough from sticking to your hands. That's quite an annoyance, at least for me. The dough sticking to the hand like this, it is sticking to the spoon, so like that. See, now they are forming into little balls. BALLS, balls of dough. I'll add uh, some oil to it. There it goes. Add oil as per your taste. that's onion. uh, uh, we fry onions and keep them, so, and the oil is reused, so that was a piece of fried onion. I'll add a little bit of water. I may need some more water in order to knead it. Let's get this thing. Okay, this is just the right consistency. Now what we can do is I can add water and start kneading it. Alright, so there it is. Now let me get water. I'm going to have a quick wash of my hands. Just a moment. So I washed my hands. Now I'll start kneading it. So there it is. Yes, it's so much more easier to knead the dough when uh, when it is this consistency. Yeah, no, the dough is not sticking to my fingers. I don't think I'll need any water as of now, so that water was enough. So I'm going to let it rest for 10 minutes and then we will get back to it. uh, I'll cover it with a lid and I'll come back to it in 10 minutes. So it's 10 minutes. I'm going to open the lid. All right. I'll be pouring some water and then I'll start kneading it. It's basically uh, kneading the dough uh, like we do for chapati. I think I poured a little too much water. Let's see how it goes. All the gluten has to mix properly. Once it mixes, it will be easier for us to get it into a smooth. Sorry, the video got cut short. So I've already kneaded the dough and I kept it uh, uh, for 5 minutes. So now it's decent enough. I am going to add a little bit of flour. That's it. And I'm going to knead it once again. This will help promote uh, easier rolling of the dough. So that is done. Now I'm going to roll it into small little balls. I have a very small rolling area. So is it? It's not visible. Anyways, yeah. So I have a very small rolling area. That is why I am going to roll my dough into very small balls. If you have a big workplace, you can roll it into uh, bigger balls. So there it is. Alright, I've rolled some of them. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to start with one. So put some flour. Here you go. Now since noodles are, we are going to make noodles, instead of making it round, we have to make it rectangular. We have to roll it rectangularly. Where's my rolling? There you can make sure that you thin it out to the right consistency. So I think this is good enough. This much thickness is good enough. Add flour on either side. And then you want long noodles, right? So what you need to do is fold it like this instead of this way. Fold it like this so that when you cut it, it becomes easier, or long noodles will come out. So here we go. So there it is not sophisticated enough, but it will make do. So now take a sharp, clean knife and cut it into pieces. Uh, Thin it out as per your requirement. So if you want thick pasta like noodles, then make a bigger cutting. If you want thin noodles, then you cut thinner. So now just take like this, open it up, open it up, there you go. So there it is. So add flour to it and mix it well. So there it is, your noodles. I'll be boiling them in hot water. I will not put it in cold water. I'll directly boil it in hot water and have it hot. Boiling it in cold water takes out all the starch and some nutrients. Sorry, putting it in cold water after boiling it, uh, so it takes out all the nutrients and the starch. So it's best to avoid it. And what you need to do, however, is to boil it for 5 minutes or so. That's it. So here goes. I'll come back to you once I finish cutting all of them. So it was in the night that I was making the noodles. I kept it in the freezer and now it is like this. And I have prepared all the, I've chopped all the veggies, capsicum, cabbage, onions, carrot, and spring onions. And I have kept water to boil. I'll be boiling the noodles in the water. Once it comes to a boil, I'll put it in, I'll put the noodles in and let stir it. Keep on stirring it for lightly keep on stirring it for 5 minutes. Alright, so let it come to a boil. So I have taken out the noodles and they're quite okay. However, I did blanch it in cold water since my veggie stew is not prepared as yet. So since it is not prepared, I had to pour cold water over it because otherwise it would get sticky. So I put soy sauce in it and I tossed it around and I'm letting it soak in all the soy sauce and this is almost done. I added chili sauce, green chili sauce, red chili sauce and vinegar. Since these sauces have lots of salt, I'm not adding any salt in them. So I'll let it slow cook for a few more minutes and then I'll toss the noodles in here on top of it and let it slow cook for another few minutes. So here it is. I tasted it. It's pretty good for a first timer. It is pretty good. The only fault I could find is the noodles have to be even. Otherwise, the ones that are thinner tend to get cooked, and the ones that are thicker tend to stay a bit raw. Thankfully, there are not very many of those noodles, and next time, this is a learning. Next time, I'll take care. It's quite tasty, so that's no doubt about that. And if you eat egg, you could put one or two eggs in the dough itself while kneading it, or you can make just scrambled eggs of just eggs, nothing else in that, just eggs, and then pour it on top and then toss it. So that will be you will have a little bit of extra protein in that. So that's it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video and comment if you have any questions to ask. I'll just like to add that early on in the video, the video quality is not that great. That is because I was not able to sleep in the night, and I had to work under very low light conditions so that I do not disturb others. So that was the case. I do apologize for that. Really okay video quality. Uh, so that's it. All of you stay safe, stay healthy. Have a good day.